Hello, everyone. To introduce myself, I am Orlando Murguia. I am a brother who loves watching TV and playing games with my younger sister, especially a show called Bluey. While the show is funny and full of energy, let's talk about the show growing and the feeling it leaves us. Let's understand how big Bluey has become. On October 18, it premiered just for Australians, but later worldwide. Bluey has been recognized for great lessons and fun games, soon awarded awards, and been nominated for an Emmy and so much more with just 7 minutes each episode. While Bluey does follow two girl dogs, Bingo and Bluey Gila, we get to see the fun games from Magic Xylophone to Tickle Crabs. And while at it, families get to see the humanity. The executive producer, Daley Pearson, came to realize families are recreating games from Bluey. Quote, Daley Pearson, quote, that's when we first started realizing it was catching on a bit. That families were recreating these games and that it was a huge surprise for us. End quote. In the meantime, Bluey deals with real life. Quote, McCormack, quote, most kids shows the bird miraculously recovers. But in the episode, the bird doesn't recover and dies. And for a kids show to dealing with death of an animal is pretty unusual, isn't it? But it's good that it deals with real stuff. End quote. McCormack is the voice of the father, Bluey, and Bingo Gila, alongside Mother Chili, voiced by Melanie Zanetti. These cartoon parents are fun and relatable parents, and especially when they are tired. If you have seen the show, would you agree with McCormack and Pearson? Do you remember the big belly laugh you shared with your family? Because we can sometimes find it hard to explain certain things, or especially when a parent needs 20 minutes. Bluey helps. Pearson makes a good show alongside actors almost mirroring life in a show for kids. It makes kids more visible to parents and etc. Before I let you go, I highly suggest listening to a 30-minute recording about parents and critiques giving their feelings about Bluey, the pros and cons, into going into depth about their favorite episodes and what just grinds their gears as parents. And I'll leave you off with this message by one of the hosts in the recording. Quote, it's so wonderful to build this kind of empathy both ways. And it really speaks to who's watching Bluey. And it's parents and children together. And it's so rare to have shows like that where you choose as a family to sit down, consume it, and get excited about the next season. And the show that you watch as a family just were so impactful and generated so much conversations and really were this amazing bridge to discuss things that you just maybe couldn't discuss before. And I think Bluey is doing this in a way that is surprising, exciting, joyful, wonderful, and yes, sometimes very frustrating and annoying for older people watching. But again, it is so rare. It's so rare we could even have this conversation about kids shows that how can it be this transcending? End quote. By Nazi